What's 2 plus 2 times 2?
2 plus 2 times 2. Okay. 4, 8. Do you do the timetables first?
PEMDAS, man. Order operations.
PEMDAS? Listen,
No.
I went to WISE, right? so just to be clear, this comedian picked me. I didn't pick being a comedian. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning as I'm going. You feel what I'm saying?
What's up, everybody? My name is Saeed.
See, he doesn't. You don't do the intros like that. That's why I felt weird. Welcome to What in the Melanin. How y'all doing today? We live here in effect with Goofy, Terry Jones here in the building. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
What's up?
How you doing today, family?
Man, I'm cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I'm good.
You look cozy.
Damn, man. We in this DMV weather. We hot and cold today, so you
Bruh.
know.
I did not expect the weather to be hot today.
I can't stand it. I'm pissed off because it's like, bro, I've been pulling out my sweaters. I'm getting ready to go. I have all this stuff hung up, put my summer clothes away, and it's still hot.
Yeah.
So it's like
This is that get sick weather because it gets super hot in the morning and then, or it's super
cold in the morning.
Then it get hot in the middle and then later on we're gonna be freezing.
I doubt it's even gonna snow around holiday time.
No, I don't think so.
Hey,
I think
man.
we done with that.
Like I told you.
Back when life was good, right?
Yeah, right. I think we done with that.
But yeah, man, tell us about yourself, man. Where did the name Goofies come from?
Or just Goofy.
Is it Goofy or Goofies?
It's Goof.
Both.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
both.
Because I see it in your. I saw it on your IG title. It said Terry Goofy Jones, and then I saw in your obviously on your handle is Goofy with like.
Yeah, it
4
was supposed
S's.
to be. It was supposed to be Goofy, but you know how Instagram go when somebody already got the name, so I just kept adding S's. Then I decided to change it, and I wanted to go back, and I couldn't get the 1 S no more, so I had to add 4.
All right, so where did that name come from then?
I got it from this slow girl in school.
Fair enough.
She was bad. She ain't never talked to me until I wore a Goofy hoodie. Then she seen me. She seen me. She said, "Hey, Goofy." It's like, I guess that's me.
So
You
it
know
just
what I'm
stuck
saying?
from that
Yeah.
point on.
And I started wearing the hoodie all the time, and everybody was just like, "I love that hoodie. I love that hoodie," and it was my favorite color. So I don't know. I just stuck with it.
What kind of
you know?
Goofy hoodie was it? Was it like
It was literally from the Disney store. It was an orange Goofy hoodie.
with his like face like
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Right in the center.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, salute to you by the way for wearing our colors. By the way, if you
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
tell,
yeah.
orange is our aesthetic. So
Yeah.
salute
All
to
right,
you
that's
for
my
that.
favorite color. You know, I was gonna wear that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so like after you blew up, did she like start?
No,
calling
I
you
actually seen her again, and she didn't even know who I was.
Wow.
Yeah, so she didn't remember nothing. I don't know if it was because she was slow or I don't know. You know, I don't know.
So being a comedian in the DMV, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the struggles of being a comedian in the DMV like are? Like, what makes it different than like maybe being a comedian elsewhere? Like, what makes this what it is, and what struggles do you face trying to come up?
I'm gonna say this because I watched our interview with Now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then your platform and just seeing the aesthetic of the room, I can tell like your audience is different, right? Your audience is different. And I was telling you Funny Bee the other
Salute
day.
to B-Nard.
Yeah, shout out to B-Nard and Lean, whole squad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even Zaid. But I was telling them like being from the culture of the DMV is the problem, not being from the DMV. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like the fan base, my fan base is from that culture, that kill mode, go culture, and this is the culture that is killing from the inside out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I went to a show with B-Nard and Zaid and all of them, I go there and the love, even not how they approach me, is so different. It's so different. It's like I was almost like, man, I want to quit doing what I do and I just want to do what y'all do. Like I told Zaid, I said, man, just send me like 3 animes to watch that I need to lock into. You know what I'm saying? Because I watch anime, but not enough to the point where I can make content about it. And I like to have some substance to it. I don't want like the cliche, like I'm just doing somebody else's content. So it's cool, right? It's cool if you know how to manage it. But if you stay in that little culture bubble too long, the same way they love you is the same way they gonna kill you. Like they gonna say, hey, you the best, don't go nowhere. And then when you don't go nowhere, they gonna say like you ain't on nothing.
It's like
You know
you're
what I'm
still
saying?
doing that?
Yeah.
No, literally, we had the same conversation with Big One.
Yeah.
We had him here on the podcast. Salute to Big One.
Yeah, shout out to him.
He was literally saying, like,
seen him in court. That was the weirdest
Wait,
thing.
what?
Yeah, like I was in the courtroom and it was like something light. Actually, it wasn't nothing light. So I was wondering why he was in that courtroom. I was like, hey, what's up, bro? You know, he was. I don't know. Go ahead. Though.
He probably wasn't happy. So,
Yeah.
Nah, but we had the same talk about like if he and even his tip was this, like if you want to like sort of reach certain levels, like you gotta eventually get out of the DMV
For sure.
And they say that because just in general, because it's like you got to limit yourself based on the content you put out, especially if you base your content on DMV stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you'll be known as like a local celebrity. Yeah, people know you. Oh yeah, no, that's that dog Goofy. Yeah, he's funny or whatever. But like, and I know some people are fine with just sort of being that guy in their area, whatever, just for the respect and whatnot. But at the same time, it's like.
That is not at all
That's
what I
not-
want. Just to be clear, that is not at all what I want.
Oh no!
Now, I know. I'm just
yeah.
letting the people know who
As they
watching.
do.
You know.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Yeah.
you as an example, just
Yeah.
for namesake. Just like in general, like you don't want people to try to box you in, right?
Yeah, fact.
And I know the content you put out and stuff like that. Just in general, and what you're trying to do, based off of what you put out, I can imagine people. You know, you wouldn't want to just be limited to just the DMV audience.
Yeah.
You'd want it to be
Yeah.
out there so people can see you more, get more exposure.
For sure.
So you can be reached out to for more stuff, or so you can have more opportunities to branch out to do other stuff as opposed to just being just DMV.
Facts.
And yeah,
And it's half and half. It's half my fault and then half like I will put it on the area because if you keep yourself here, like literally what you talk about will be, you know, what you're around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the DMV is small but big at the same time. If you want to talk about like the DMV culture, we got what we got, right? But it's so many other places. Like when you go out, what we like to call Super Maryland. When you go out to Super Maryland, you like, oh, they love you like you in another state out here. You know what I'm saying? And then they into different stuff, and that's who Nile and them. That's who they cater to. They not specifically them, but they cater to them and out. You know, I catered to them and in. You know, I went core, and it's all love, but it's like. You know, I also the way I do content, I can also affect because a lot of people really don't know where I'm from. People from Baltimore think I'm from Baltimore. People from here think I'm from here. But only reason you know I'm from here is because some of the content I choose to do, or some I might say Mo or something like that. And they be like, oh, he gotta be from here. But when I go to LA or Atlanta, they don't know where I'm from. They can't figure it out. You know,
as long as you're putting in the effort to try to expand yourself and sort of branch out and make yourself more visible, essentially, I'm sure you'll get eyes on you. So it's like, you know, by the end of the day, I'm sure things will work out. So that's the main struggle, you'd say, just sort of trying to figure things out with your audience or trying to get that wider outreach.
I think it was me trying to figure out what audience I wanted because for so long I wanted to please the DMV. I just wanted to please the DMV, but that was like the biggest toxic relationship I was ever in. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until recently, I went to that concert. It was JID.
I saw that happen recently.
I was out there, and it was just like I was in the DMV, but it wasn't the DMV feel. It wasn't the culture, but all them people in there, the way they were showing me love, I knew if I catered to them, I'm going to the next level because they're going to pay. They was willing to buy the shirt off my back in there. You know what I'm saying? But I cater my culture, and they it's the opposite. It's like when they see me, it's like, boy, you ugly. You know what I'm saying? It's like all right, you know, I know that's how we show love, but when that's the hard thing, like that's the most love I'm gonna get. It's like I can't do nothing with this.
So what would you
know
say is the next level for you? Like, what's your next plan?
Yeah.
I got a couple things. I call myself the DMV Eddie Murphy, which is also putting myself in a box. But to say that movies, directing, acting, stand up on a heavy level. I want to do a special just so people can understand that I am really like I'm better on stage than I am on the internet. But it's kind of how like Eddie Murphy was like when you just see him on the internet. You didn't see him on the internet, but like, when you just seen him in his content, you looked at him one way, but then he dropped raw, and you was like, oh, he's a dog in his own, you know, in his own way. Yeah. So, you know, I want to touch everything, and I box a little bit, so I want to be an all around entertainer.
Let me ask you this: would you be down to do a One in the Melanin stand-up comedy show with us?
What's that mean?
We set up a whole stand-up comedy show, kind of like Def Jam comedy show.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, you guys
heard that. Hey.
For sure, that's easy.
We're holding to that. You want to do your transition?
I mean, you already did the transition.
It's time for rapid fire questions. Let's go. So essentially, what we do on this podcast is a segment we like to do is called rapid fire questions. So just to see how quick you are on your feet, we have a list of random questions that we want to ask you, and we're gonna give you a time period. So we'll probably give you a minute to see how many questions you can get done within that period of time. Is that cool?
I'm a little slow, but whatever.
3, 2, 1, go.
Commanders or Ravens?
Commanders.
Favorite comedian?
Eddie.
How do you pronounce this word?
Avenue.
So
Mumbo sauce or yum yum
Mumbo
sauce?
sauce.
Okay. Dream collaboration.
Eddie and Martin.
Can you say the letter M without touching your lips together?
No.
What's the worst name for a child?
Dick. I don't know.
Capri Suns or Kool-Aid Jammers?
Kool-Aid Jammers.
If you could be any animal, what would it be?
Lion.
Favorite black sitcom?
Martin.
Yeah. You got through my list already. I thought I would have more. How many seconds did that take?
48 seconds.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 2 + 2 × 2.
2 + 2 × 2. Okay. 4, 8. Do you do the timetables first?
PEMDAS, man. Order operations?
PAMDAS? Listen, I went to WISE, right? so just to be clear, this comedian picked me. I didn't pick being a comedian. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning as I'm going. You feel what I'm saying?
Whoa! Where'd you get all that swag from, man? Oh.
This?
Yeah! Where'd you get all of those clothes?
I got these from subscribing to one in a MELANIN.
One in a MELANIN?
Yeah. It was easy. All I had to do was search for one in a MELANIN.
Where can I find you?
We are on, or they are on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Tumblr, Line,
I think that's it.
all other social media networks and platforms. Thank you, Internet.
I'm gonna do it right now! Salute to anybody that does stand up, because that's not an easy job. In the slightest, it's not an easy task, because there's so much you have to take into account, right? Obviously, you'll have your bit or whatever, but you also have to gauge the audience's feel, go off a certain energy they're giving you, and it's like you might deal with tough crowds and how you respond to that and how you react to certain people saying certain stuff. Yeah. It's a lot to adapt to on the fly.
I think it only changes like that when you. I think you only have to make those. Some of the things are just automatic, like you know what's how you gonna talk about something. But I think if you genuinely you wherever you go, you can kind of please everybody because they know. All right, that's just his opinion. This is what he's saying.
That
but
is
if you come off like a gimmick and you a certain way, like certain people, like especially like you probably don't like gimmicky comedians. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like it's not an art. It's just almost like you just anybody can have your place.
Yeah,
that is true. It's like you're a placeholder. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
And if you're not like that, you know, I think if you just putting out like content about yourself or your point of view, because that's what comedy is, your point of view, you philosophizing, if I didn't just make up a word, just, you know, everything you've been through and how you see it and, you know, how you projecting. So when somebody see that, it really ain't that heavy, you know. It's work to it, but it ain't that heavy. Once you get your point of view, it's like, oh, okay, I like that. That was funny.
One thing I noticed with a lot of comedians, especially the ones that do stand up, they're typically like wise. They're typically into philosophy, psychology, and they're more aware of things,
Yeah.
and they're able to turn something dark into something light.
Yeah.
So that's why I really do appreciate comedians. That's why you're right. I do not like gimmicky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even trust me.
Yeah, because they can only do so much, and it's
Yeah.
like it stops. They're stuck right there.
Yeah.
But the ones that are able to like adapt, like if there's like a what's that thing called when people are like start talking in the audience, like
Heckling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a heckler. Like if there's a heckler, like you be able to like immediately
Adapt
For
on the
sure,
fly.
because you're
Right.
being real. That's
Yeah.
one advantage from being from the DMV, though. I will say I've been to places where a heckler may make somebody so uncomfortable, but it's kind of what I come from. You know, it's like that's the first style. Then you learn to story tell and have perspective and all that. But I come from the heckling style. You said something first, so I'm gonna say something. We can go here all day.
Yeah.
But I seen that in like a place like LA where they don't do that and they just all shook up and they angry. It was like, nah, you actually made me feel more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't telling people to heckle, but I'm saying like, you made me feel more comfortable because now I can get in my bag. Now I'm being me. you
Yeah,
know, so.
especially because roasting's already like a big part of DMV culture,
Facts,
period.
yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
you're already sort of like accustomed to and like conditioning yourself to like be able to respond on the fly, like,
Yeah.
oh, you're big. It's like,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah.
So you're quick with it. So like when
Yeah.
someone says something to you, you can think of something quick.
Facts,
like,
yeah.
all right,
It
so
don't
boom.
bother you though, and truly it bother other people. Like
Yeah.
it make them, and I understand why, because you trying to get your get off, and somebody is playing with
Like your rhythm,
You
yeah.
didn't account for that.
Yeah. They mess around with your rhythm. No, and I do agree with the both of you with regards to like having a more real perspective when it comes to being a comedian, especially a stand-up comedian, because like not only does that allow people to relate to you more, but you're also putting out certain messages. I see a lot of people, like you'll see Chris Rock do it a lot, Dave Chappelle does it a lot, where they'll talk about real stuff, but the way that they deliver it, it's still really funny.
Yeah.
But the message is still there.
Facts.
Some people who don't necessarily have much substance to their comedy, you can pick that up real quick.
Yeah.
So they'll come off like
It's
a
the
gimmick.
same joke. It's just a different person. It's just a different face.
Facts.
But I appreciate all levels, because all levels, like without that level, you wouldn't know what real comedy looked like. You know, like you wouldn't, and not to say that y'all not doing real comedy, because it's just a different level of comedy, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't know what the next level feel like. You wouldn't appreciate Dave Chappelle if it wasn't like Larry the Cable Guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like he ain't really talking about much, but some people enjoy it.
It's
you
still
know?
funny. Yeah, clearly there's an audience for it. So
Yeah,
for
for
what it's
sure.
worth, you're still doing your thing.
Yeah.
Same way there's an audience for our Tubi guys.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
I'm not trying to hate. But it's like if you have 100 films in your portfolio,
Stop,
and
bro.
they don't make it to any award shows, like any like actual like international award shows, I'm not gonna take
But
it
they
serious.
millionaires though.
That doesn't matter.
I think that does.
It doesn't matter.
Like if I didn't need to
No.
be the most mainstream person and still be making millions of
Again,
dollars off
but
my
I
film?
appreciate film as an art.
Okay.
So like that's why for me it doesn't matter.
But
Oh,
a
it
lot of people
doesn't
say
matter to you,
the
bro.
Grammys don't matter, bro. There are plenty of that artists that haven't been like
Bong Joon-ho said the same exact thing about the Academy Awards, the Oscars. Like there's other very like notable international film awards or acknowledgement that you can receive. But I'm saying if you have 100 movies just to make money, then it's a cash grab. It's fast food content, and I just feel like that's not worth my attention.
Some of the Tubi movies have transferred to Netflix.
Again, that doesn't matter to me. It's like where's the substance?
What I'm saying is they were so good they were able to submit to Netflix.
so clearly there's enough
guess,
substance within
Yeah.
that film to be able to get the eyes of Netflix.
Okay, but does it get the
He
eye?
hated it.
man,
No,
you
but
just
I
not
ain't
satisfied
switching.
with
He ain't
nothing.
switching.
No,
He
no,
ain't
but that's
switching.
not. I don't want to watch a movie that is an hour and a half plus long, wasting my time trying to understand the plot or being disappointed with the way the movie is being set up. I don't want to see a toy helicopter being blown up because the guys are secret agents running away from from Captain Crunch. I want to see something with actual substance.
You see?
Like, I'm just
Yeah, that was a crazy, crazy way to say
Captain
Tubi.
Crunch.
Let me ask you guys this, right? Let's say, this is probably a crazy analogy, but let's say there's a restaurant, right? Two restaurants.
Okay.
Okay? They both charging $10, right? For a sandwich.
Yes.
One of them has 100 one-star reviews on Yelp. The other one has 5-star reviews on Yelp.
Right.
Which one would you rather go to? They both charge the exact same sandwich.
Easy
You have
option, the other one.
The
good
5-star
one,
one, right?
Yeah, 5-star,
Okay,
yeah.
then. So that's I don't want to get poorly substance food. I don't want to get poorly made food when I can get better quality food for the exact same price, which is my time. So like that's where I'm going with this. Like
So you can't
I
have both?
told you, I
No.
agree.
Saying you
I,
feel down about it.
I'm not talking. Okay.
No,
You were.
did.
You definitely were.
And that's the
You
problem.
definitely were.
That's the
I feel like
problem.
that's why we got upset about it, because like,
I
you're
did
not even
talk
giving them
down
a
about it. All right,
chance.
I'll double down.
They all where they are, like how you said earlier. It's levels. You made me cut the mic on, bro.
I'll double down.
Levels
I'll
full. That's where they at. Why are you complaining?
I'll double down. I'll double down. I am complaining. All right. I just don't like it.
But
don't
you
know.
can't complain if you never been.
Yeah.
It
Again,
may be your cup of tea.
Again, because the reason why it sounds like I'm complaining is because why I'm now complaining is because like
Or
we started
critiquing.
off
You're
as
critiquing.
we started off as me critiquing Tubi and why I have a sense of not watching it.
But you're critiquing without actually have.
You're speaking out of ignorance, essentially.
You basically taking someone else's opinion, who I guess you
So
respect.
that makes you a sheep.
Yeah.
all right,
I need another critic.
we all take other people's opinions.
That's not.
You've
I'm
never
not
taken
saying-
another person's opinion when it comes to getting food.
My eyes are still open though.
Never.
I'll
Yeah.
hear what they say and still.
You can still
experience it
see yourself,
myself.
and if it's
Yeah.
valid, then you know, okay, so they were right.
Yeah.
As opposed to, oh no, this actually, like, I actually like this stuff. Maybe they just don't like this type of food. Like, you won't know unless you genuinely try it yourself, and then from that point
And
on,
for
you
the
can have the
most part,
100% certainty.
Critics are only gonna go in there and talk about all the bad. They're not gonna go in there and say, "Hey, I found something amazing."
If someone in the comments who actually has a background when it comes to critiquing movies, I don't want any other person who's just like an average Joe saying, "Hey, watch this movie." I want someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Please send us a really good movie, and I will personally sit there, watch, and I'll react to the entire plot or in the entire movie. I'll waste my time. Right?
I like that.
Yeah,
but
can you
I-
send us a list of just like high quality movies on Tubi that are like valid, like
High
absolutely
quality,
valid?
good storytelling. Every you heard the beginning.
Yeah.
Everything he needs. We need to meet his.
You only get one chance. So if I'm disappointed, like I'm never gonna watch Tubi. And again, my opinion does not matter.
What's your favorite genre?
The movie, let's just do something simple. It could be anything other than comedy. Thriller is easy. Thriller movies are easy because like there's the plot twist can really make or break a movie. So whatever, just not comedy because I want this movie to be serious.
Hey,
We're all
so
content with that, right?
What about a rom com?
Nah, because like rom coms that falls into comedy and they typically become cliche or corny.
you think they get corny at a certain point?
Yeah, they
I
always
seen
get
a
corny
couple
at
that
some
was
point.
good though. Good, great storyline. Yeah.
No, they do. Like I think Ghost of Girlfriend's Past with Matthew McConaughey is a great movie.
You like anything from like was it Jordan Peele? I mean,
Yeah, I love
Oh
Jordan
yeah,
Peele.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. I
Which
like
reminds me.
Oh, that's so funny.
So, damn. I don't. Okay.
that.
So okay. Speaking of the fresh.
I'm sorry. Carry on. This is funny.
Hey guys. Nah, but all seriousness. So I want to show you guys a movie real quick, and we're gonna try to have you reenact it. Well, not a movie, but it's gonna be a scene from The Fresh Prince. So let me just show you guys, just so you guys can have a reminder. Hey, why should I be mad? At least he said goodbye this time. I just wish he hadn't wasted my money buying this stupid present. You ain't gotta do nothing, Uncle Phil. You know, ain't like I'm still 5 years old, you know? Ain't like I'm gonna be sitting up every night asking my mom, when's daddy coming home, you know? Who needs him? Hey, he wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basket, but I learned it, didn't I? And I got pretty damn good at it too, didn't I, Uncle Phil? Got through my first date without him, right? I learned how to drive. I learned how to shave. I learned how to fight without him. I had 14 great birthdays without him. He never even sent me a damn card. To hell with him! I didn't need him then, and I don't need him now. No, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm going to get through college without him. I'm going to get a great job without him. I'm going to marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm going to have me a whole bunch of kids. I'll be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as hell don't need him for that. Because there ain't a damn thing he can ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come you don't want me, man? Scene right there.
Snaps for the one time. Hit some snaps for it. All right. Hey, no. Why should I be mad? You know, like, at least take a bite at this time. Like, I just wish I never spent my money on this stupid gift.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
There was something I could do.
Wow. He never fails to take me out my zone, bro.
My fault.
It's like, that's so crazy. Okay.
You know I had to do it. Okay, but I'll be serious. I'll be serious. My fault. I had to be serious. My fault.
Okay. You know what? Let me sit up.
I'll be serious.
Yeah. All right. Let me. I'll go back to that part then. You know why should I be mad? You know, like, at least he said goodbye this time. Like, I just wish I didn't spend all this money on this stupid gift.
I'm sorry if there was something I could do.
You ain't gotta do nothing, Uncle Phil. You know, it's not like I'm 5 years old. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna be sitting up every day asking Mom when Daddy's coming home. You know what I mean? Like, who needs him? You know, like, he wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basket, right? Like, and I learned how to play real good. I got real good with it, didn't I, Uncle Phil?
Yeah, you did.
I got to my first date without him. You know, like, I learned how to drive. Like, I learned how to shave. Like, I had 14 great birthdays without him. And he never sent me a damn card. To hell with him! I didn't need him then. I don't need him now.
Well.
Where we at? And you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm going to get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey. And I'm going to be a better father than he ever was. Can't nobody tell me how to raise my kids. Why don't he want me, man? Sin.
Yeah, that was good.
Here.
I like how vulnerable y'all are, like, in here. Like, this is not normal. No, it's not. Like, it is very much so not normal.
Hey, man, we gotta, we're trying to be positive, man. We're trying to uplift the community.
And that's
Ah,
one
this
thing
is
about
cool.
this clip that's like interesting, because it's like we both grew up with single parents, right? So it's
Yeah.
like we understand that dynamic already.
Yeah.
So it's like you feel it more. Like, I'm already
Yeah.
kind of getting goosebumps, which is
Yeah.
so weird.
I
But
just
it's like,
get goosebumps watching it.
You never know, man. And it's like, and
It's the ability that you allow yourself to go there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Go there in front of people. This is the thing, like, this is why a lot of actors can't be the best actors, because they scared to do it in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Or let themselves go there emotionally. Yell, scream, whatever it is they got to do.
Yeah.
So that's what's up.
That was beautiful, bro.
I appreciate it. I look, you hurt my foot.
I was like, why did you throw your
Yeah, he started knocking stuff over. I was like,
Yo, Jamar looked at you.
Yeah, you throwing my props.
Yeah, like Jamar's like over
It's
here.
a
like,
Funko Pop. It's okay.
Kind of scratched up.
It's okay. If worst comes to worst,
that's
I'll buy it.
$75 right
That's why
there.
they told me keep it in the box.
I'm sorry, Jamar. You know I love you, Jamar.
hey, why should I be mad? At least he said goodbye this time. I'm just mad I wasted my money on this present.
I'm sorry if there was something I could do.
Come on, Uncle Phil. You ain't got nothing to do with this. You know, it ain't like I'm still 5 years old. I ain't gonna be sitting up all night asking mommy where daddy coming home. Who needs him? Let me say that one again. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
You good?
Get in my zone. I be trying not to read scripts and just say how it feels. So,
Yeah, no, it's hard, bro. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's hard to
Nah,
go
you
through
did
it.
great though. I'm not gonna lie to you. You
Thank
know what I'm
you,
saying?
thank you.
Now I gotta keep restarting to set the standard. Yeah.
You good, bro. You good.
I'm sorry if there was something I could do.
You ain't got nothing to do with this, Uncle Phil. You know, it ain't like I'm 5 years old again. You know, I ain't gonna be sitting up every night asking mom, where's daddy coming home? You know, who needs him? He wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basket, but I learned, didn't I? And I got pretty damn good at it, didn't I, Uncle Phil?
Yeah, you did.
I got through my first date without him. I learned how to drive without him. I learned how to shave without him. I learned how to fight without him. I had 14 great birthdays without him, and he never sent me a damn card. Oh, shit. Still me. To hell with him! I didn't need him then, and I don't need him now.
Will.
Nah. You know what, Uncle Phil? I'm going to get through college without him. I'm gonna get me a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey without him, and I'm gonna have a whole bunch of kids, and I'll be a better father than he ever was. And I'm sure as hell not gonna need him for that, cause cause there ain't a damn thing he can never teach me about how to love my kids. How come he don't want me, man? I like that.
I heard the shakiness on your
Yeah,
voice. At the end,
nah.
but I like that.
Nah, I think when he said like, let me actually like not read, like try not my best not to read script, like I actually did it like how you were like raised, whatever. Like you made it like more personal.
Yeah.
That's when they like started hitting, bro.
I like how you chose to make this a more lax delivery.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Where it's
yeah.
just like, man, don't even
If
worry about
I
it,
try
man.
to do it like him, it won't be me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's very
You
true.
know,
And that's
so-
why I wanted to mention, like, you can do it in any style you want, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no, I do love the fact that you made it more, like, man, like, don't even worry about Uncle Phil. Like, we going
Yeah.
and you know what Tim was like, don't even worry about Uncle Phil. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's different. And I love the fact that you made it more chill because it allowed you to slow down
Yeah.
and get the lines out properly and everything smooth. I know one thing I struggle with is I tend to think real quick. So I be speaking. Sometimes I don't keep up with my thoughts. So
Yeah.
I'll speak real quick and I'll stutter or like I'll like slur a little
Yeah.
bit. It messes up my pronunciation. So I feel like that's one thing I need to learn and like get better at, just like calming down. And I know it's like it's a tick or whatever, you're nervous or whatever the case is. And I know I get into it, so I'll be more comfortable. And I know I can be a lot more clear and cohesive with my thoughts when I do slow down. And that helps with acting because it allows you to be more clear and direct with what you're trying to say, and it allows the viewer to capture your emotion.
Facts.
So it's like,
Me coming from it's funny because me coming from an Instagram world and getting into acting, or social media world getting into acting,
Yeah.
that's what they allowed me to do 1st.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they would. Well, some actors they'd be like, I want you to say what's on the script, but they would always pull me to the side and be like, look, we booked you for you, right? So we want you to know what the understand what the goal is, but just do you. So that'd be my goal every time I try to look at a script, and that take me away. I say that to say that take me away from my nervousness. If I can do it how I would react. And as long as I'm going towards the tone of, okay, if I got to be sad, mad, I'm going to be sad, mad how I would actually be. So,
nah, salute to you for that. We do appreciate
shout
you
out,
participating in this
I
exercise.
appreciate this. This was different. You know what I'm saying? Certified different podcast. I've been on plenty. You know, this is very different.
I just want to touch base on one thing real quick for a few. Just what movies do the three of you guys rate?
Right? Oh, what movies do we like
yeah,
and stuff?
you guys like.
If I can give you a list of like 5
Doesn't have to be like order. Just
No.
Just
If I can give you a list of like 5 movies that I do really like. And it's kind of diverse to be
not
real.
5. I need 3.
3? All right. And it'll be a random assortment too. It'll make no sense. If you've ever seen the movie Ghost by Patrick Swayze, that's a very good movie to me. Home Alone is one of my favorite movies of all time. And Jump In with Corbin Bleu from Disney Channel.
Makes sense.
I don't know how I feel about
Hey!
that. I really don't know how I feel about that.
Hey!
I really don't know how I feel about that. You looked at me like, typical. Like, what the hell? What does that mean?
He stood on that too. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Put it all together for him.
Oh, that's funny.
My fault.
You're evil.
No. No, because like, you know, like, I love you, man.
Yo.
You definitely have a jump in vibe though.
Do I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
I love that movie.
nah, because like,
I do too. That was like one of my. I wouldn't put it in my favorites ever, but
Off the top of my head, those are the ones that come to my head. And I do really like that movie. So
No,
I will put
I
it
like
up
that
there.
movie
yeah,
No particular
And
order.
I feel like your personality, like it would, like those movies, Home Alone, and like the stuff that we always talk about. Like, so I feel like it's like influential and
Yeah, I mean, a lot
makes
of
sense for
a lot of nostalgia, and it's just like, it vibes with me.
yeah, especially
what
Ghost.
Do you want to fight? Like,
My fault, yo. All right, what about you, man?
man, I'm in the movies that it's just like out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I like Forrest Gump is one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Right. I like the Django Unchained,
Okay.
and I like Life. I like the Life movie. Eddie Murphy. Bernie Mac. All
That
that
movie, yeah, no, that
Yeah,
movie is. I thought it was gonna be a comedy, bro. But
Yeah, right.
That
It's like,
movie.
yeah. It's tough, but I like movies with that mix to where you got your comedians they're being funny, but it's just everything's not funny. They're being funny though, but it's like it's funny because it's like damn, that's how. I mean, my bad, but that's how they react.
Yeah, so with that being said, guys, thank you for being on the show, man. Appreciate
Thank you
it,
so
man.
much.
Much love. So before you go, can you just tell us where they can find you and and then also leave a positive message out for the world, just something positive.
Got you. Okay, listen, you can find me on all social media platforms at Goofy's Jones or just Goofy's. That's JOOFYSSSS. It's gonna be 4 S's. I'm gonna be the comedian with the big nose. Listen, I got short films coming up. They're gonna be dropping on YouTube. I also have a podcast called G's Lab 2 Podcast, and look out for my special that I'll be shooting maybe around January, February, hopefully. And positive message, man. Look for what you don't know. Allow yourself to be open to learn different things, because what you don't know could change your life.
That's a message to me.
But kind of direct. No, take that to the bank, ladies and gentlemen. That's a very, very good point. Y'all got to be open and just be willing to accept what comes your way, and know that you may need to alter, based on the circumstances, to get you to that next level. Not necessarily your values or your morals, but more so your comfort zone. Be able to open yourself up to different things so that you understand what other avenues there are for you.
Absolutely.
And make sure you also build your taste. So when it comes to not wasting time,
I caught that so quick.
But a fact though, because if you take away some of the BS, you on a high wavelength.
Facts.
All we can do is just grow, man. Come on, so all right.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching One in the Melanin.
Please like, please share, please subscribe. Just show a lot of love. We appreciate the love. And leave feedback.
And shout out to Jamar.
Shout out to Jamar as always. Yeah, he was in this too.
You can see how tired he is.
Y'all take care. Peace.